This is the ultimate redefined for men.
Welcome to Sports News. Barely 24 hours after conceding a goal against the Cranes of Uganda in his 100th international cap for Nigeria, Super Eagles captain Vincent Enyeama has pulled out of this weekend's international friendly against South Africa in Nelspruit. The 32-year-old aggravated a back injury he has been nursing for some time while playing in the game. Assistant coach Daniel Amokachi has now handed Warri Wolves goalkeeper Daniel Akpeyi a late call-up to replace Enyeama. The Super Eagles will leave for South Africa by tomorrow ahead of the friendly clash on Sunday. And in the domestic league, Abia Warriors Football Club of Umuahia defeated Dolphins of Port Harcourt 2-1 in a rain-delayed rescheduled encounter at the Umuahia Township Stadium. The game was still goalless on Wednesday, that's yesterday, when the center referee, Marcus Washi, called it off after the first 45 minutes following a heavy downpour, which rendered the pitch unplayable. Indifurke Effiong scored in the 70th minute. 12 minutes later, the Warriors doubled their lead as Chizom Chikatara netted the second, but former Abia Warriors striker Emeka Atulomo pulled one back for the Garden City outfit in injury time. And finally, England manager Roy Hodgson says Harry Kane will make his England debut in the next 5 days, but has refused to comment if he will be involved in tomorrow's Euro 2016 qualifier against Lithuania. With Daniel Sturridge ruled out by injury, there have been widespread calls from the likes of former England striker Alan Shearer to let Kane loose at Wembley. Coach Hodgson, however, said with or without Kane, he had done his homework on their Group E rivals.
Their style of play, we've been through their players, so yeah, we think we know enough about them. I guess it's pretty obvious that people know more about Premiership players because they see them all the time than we do about players in countries like Lithuania, but I hope we know enough, and most importantly of all, I hope our players are prepared to do what we want to do and play the game we want to play, and hope that will cause Lithuania the problems that we intend to cause them.
And that's it on Sports News for tonight. I'm Barong, Tony Ranta, and Enyeama will be back with a wrap.
This is the ultimate redefined for men.
There's shocking news over the Germanwings plane that crashed into the French Alps on Tuesday. French investigators say they believe the co-pilot of the plane wanted to destroy the aircraft. Citing information from a black box voice recorder, the Marseille's prosecutors said the co-pilot was alone in the cockpit. Mr. Robbins said there was absolute silence in the cockpit as the pilot fought to re-enter it. However, passengers could be heard screaming just before the crash. And the main news again. The two main presidential candidates have again signed another peace pact promising violence-free polls on Saturday. President Goodluck Jonathan today performed the groundbreaking of the gas plant in Warri, Delta State. Several people have died following a syndicated armed robbery attack on 4 banks in Owo, Ondo State. An eyewitness said 4 banks were attacked, leaving several people dead. And authorities have confirmed the co-pilot of the Germanwings flight that crashed wanted to kill himself. Well, that's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you so much for staying with us. I'm Enyeama Onyato. And coming up next is a documentary on the transformation ambassadors of Nigeria, final activities for PDP victory. Good night.